In this video we're going to talk about one of the most powerful exercises, and it's the Happy Now exercise. And it's going to work wonders, even if you understand how it works or not. And the best thing would be if you could just take my word for it. If you could start practicing Happy Now, right now, and always, then you're going to see what a powerful practice that is. And of course, the better you can understand what Happy Now really means, the better you can use your intent towards those things and have much more success. So what are you doing right now? And what will you catch yourself doing later today? Will you give your full dedication to Happy Now? Or will you catch yourself doing something that you think is much more important? And you will see that the things that often are most important to us doesn't have to be beneficial things. It can be purely unbeneficial. So what do you do if you catch yourself sitting there and judging yourself, or going down a rabbit hole of ideas about what you can't achieve, and so on and so on? The reason we do those things is because the avatar thinks it is valuable. It thinks that that type of behavior is going to get you towards a place of freedom. Sometimes the avatar doesn't know any better. And if we let it run loose like that, without staying aware, catching it, having a good source self-connection, and a good recognition of the things that truly are beneficial, for so to teach the avatar the true value of those things, and how little value those unbeneficial things have. Well, unless we can do this, then we aren't really going to grow. And just know that you aren't going to be able to catch too many things. You might recognize that there is a lot of work to do, but it is always within the realm of what you can handle. So what is most valuable to you? Someone who really are determined to win the game for themselves, to be on the highest frequency, to be utmost positive and capable of handling themselves, are going to have those type of things as the most valuable things, and they're going to know it. But still there might be things here and there that the avatar perceives as valuable, or else you wouldn't go down that road. You wouldn't judge yourself unless you thought it was the right thing to do, and you wouldn't be negative. You wouldn't be critical of the source truth. So of course, one of the most beneficial things you can do for yourself is to recognize what you really want. Recognize the value of those things, because now you can see the value of those things compared to the value of the unbeneficial things you are doing. And it's very easy to stop doing those unbeneficial things at those moments when you know that they simply just have no value. And make it as simple as possible for yourself. Simply think Happy Now, and understand that being negative, or doubting yourself, or thinking in destructive ways simply isn't the type of behavior that is going to give you the life that you really want. And you can intend to understand what type of unbeneficial behavior I'm talking about here. And you can simply just stay aware. Do you ever get upset? Well, what value does those mindsets really have compared to Happy Now, compared to freedom, a good source of connection, a good ability to flow in the moment, And you might see that the value of those unbeneficial things simply just dissolve right away, and you don't see any point in going there. So happy now, and let that mean to you whatever you want. Whatever helps you think about the things that are most valuable, the things that you really care about. It can be flow, freedom, empowerment, joy, happiness. So essentially what we have said in this video is that there are two ways of handling yourself, and one of them doesn't work. But the avatar can be confused about what works and what doesn't. Sometimes it truly thinks that going down a path of self-destruction is what is going to lead you towards ultimate happiness and freedom. But you need a good source self-connection, so you can have a good recognition of the truth, so you can teach your avatar that going down this road simply isn't going to work. And then you're left with one road that is going to work. Happy now. So in the beginning of this video I said, commit to happy now. And you will eventually see for yourself what that is, how it works, why it is the best choice. And what I mean by that is simply that you might not have a source self-connection that is good enough for you to recognize the best choices for you. And if a higher frequency source player is coming and telling you that this is the way and this is what worked, and I can see it now, and I have the source knowing, then you can either take their advice or you can try to figure it out for yourself. But if you were to take the advice, that choice of happy now would directly increase your source self-connection and help you see the value of that choice and the low value that the destructive choices have. Happy now is simply a choice that is constantly increasing your source self-connection, your ability to stay here and now. It's increasing your empowerment in the best way possible every day. And eventually you will be able to recognize other things that goes into the same intent as you normally used on happy now. Highest frequency source player in the moment, in ultimate flow, in joy, grateful for life and for being here, being positive. There really is no other way to get to the highest frequency, because those things are the highest frequency. If you truly want to be on top of your game, if you want to win the game for yourself, if you want to genuinely be happy and free, then it's going to be easy to achieve it in the sense that it is so valuable to you. But it doesn't mean that you will get there without challenges. It might be challenging now and then, but it's possible to enjoy those challenges. It's all about the mindset. And the better you know what you really want, and the better you recognize the value of those things, the easier of a time you are going to have in not pursuing the self-destructive things, the low frequency mindsets and dwelling on past events and so on, because you can compare the value and see that it's not going to give you what you want. Still, they might have to be dealt with. And we're going to make a good video about how to truly flow and how to overcome lower frequency energies and replace them with source energy, so that you can truly flow and be free. So if you have benefited from this video, kindly consider becoming a supporter. This is all possible thanks to the supporters. Abundance, health and prosperity to you. Thank you.